Welcome, sports fans. Welcome back to this or that Sports TV, the place you guys come to get the best, most interesting, and everything sports topics, discussions, and debates on the internet. But before I get into today's video, don't forget to like this one, leave a comment, subscribe to this or that Sports TV, and do one more thing for me, and that's to share the video to at least 10 people. But get us 6 subscribers. Because if each and every one of you guys can manage to do that, do you know how many subscribers that will get us by the end of that day? Yes, people. Obviously, it's a live again. It's a follow-up live from the one that I did 2 days ago. You see me? But before getting to the live, share it in our group on it. If you're in our football group, just share it. Obviously, if you're not for the dogs, I want to talk to every day about football. Just share it. We're gonna have some Reggae Boys conversation tonight. It not gonna necessarily be around the team itself, but more so players on the outside. That came up in the live that I did the other day. People asking, what about these players? What about these players? More have a conversation about these players and see if they could actually make the squad. No. What happened to them? Well, we forget about them because we were trying with them just 2 years ago. Just a year and a half ago, some of these players were in the team and being active contributors. So what happened? Obviously, new coach, new players, new system, whatever. I get that, but we're gonna bring up some name. We're gonna talk about some players. We're gonna look how them do at them club team, and then just have a conversation about the player individually and see if they could make the team right now. If you would want to have them in the team right now, could they do better than what we currently have in the team right now? You see me? So obviously, we don't know the name them. Me not gonna tell them the list some I have right now. Me have some player up on the list. But probably now I go through all of the players unless I bring up some name on I go through. But let's do it. As me say, before we get into the video, just share the video in our group. Um, talk to me in the comment section. You see me? If you disagree with something I say or no, you don't want to add no point, just say it in the comment section. Me gonna read it out. We're gonna have calling soon. That. But let's get right into the video. Me I try to keep this under hour. Me don't want there for too long, but we just want interact with the people them just a little bit. You see it? So me gonna share my screen, pull up some players, talk about them. You see me? So let's go. The first player we're going to talk about is Daniel Johnson. So people, make us see what Daniel Johnson are going with right now in our club season. Because see what Daniel Johnson are going with. Because Daniel Johnson is one of those players that came in the last. Daniel Johnson came in the last World Cup qualifying campaign. I feel like he was an active contributor, yes, but I feel like he didn't live up to the hype that he came in with. I feel like he was one of those players that came in with the crapper English-born players where we say, all right, them are playing the championship, them are going to do this for Jamaica. We need midfielders, that are the part of the team that is going to chop and change a lot. And Daniel Johnson came in, he had some good games, but he really had some terrible games. And if I was supposed to grade his overall Reggae Boys performance, I don't think Daniel Johnson was anything above a 6. And maybe a 6 is even gracious and cutting him some slack because I feel like Daniel Johnson had poor games. To the point where towards the latter part of his Reggae Boys career, he couldn't even make the midfielder. I mean, arguments was playing Daniel Johnson on the left wing, people. And he's a midfielder, central midfielder and an attacking midfielder. So, obviously, me I give my opinion upon the player first, but then we're going to look at him club performance, and maybe Daniel Johnson there's somewhere and play some football where impossibly could have make it in our team. You see me? So, make us see what I go on. So, where Daniel Johnson is right now? Daniel Johnson is in Turkey. Obviously, I know this before I pull this up. He's in Turkey at this team. Again, I'm not going to try to pronounce it. Just I say Fatih. You see me? He's playing the Turkish first division. That is a good league. Obviously we're not gonna say him play in the Premier League or whatever, but him play at a decent level. We're not gonna go like say him there somewhere down in a Saudi retire him play USL or whatever. He's in Turkey and playing some okay football. Actually, look at it. He started 5 out of 5 games so far. Him playing 90 minutes basically. Him play 89 minutes per game, basically 90 minutes. Him have 1 goal and 1 assist. Is him heat map look like him there all over the place. He might take 0.8 shots per game. Expected assist is 0.73. That's not bad. Accurate passing is 84%. That's not bad. Actually, that's good. In his own half, it's 91%. Opposition half, it's 73%. So as far as Daniel Johnson go for me, he's having a decent start to the club season so far. But what do we think? Do we think Daniel Johnson should get another chance in the black, green, and gold? As I said, for me personally, Daniel Johnson is a player with a lot of potential. A lot of potential. Again, obviously, we have to look at the fact that he's 32 years old and we're not necessarily looking to go backwards. But Daniel Johnson, for me, is one of those players with immense potential. Immense potential. He came through the English ranks. He knows the game. He has some technical ability, but for whatever reason, he just could not translate onto the park consistently for Jamaica. You see me? Daniel Johnson came in as a central midfielder, always out of position a lot of the times. I remember when Daniel Johnson coming at the team, he used to say, "Yo, this man can control, I can't control." You see me? This man can play football and can't play football. It led to the point where Joe and I had a discussion on this side at Sports TV where we are saying, yo, them man are playing at the championship for real. Because this can't be the level of championship football. Play it. Some of the one we use now that these players, their names are coming up and we're thinking about them in hindsight. And them hindsight, what, 2020. And we know the midfield that we have right now. I don't want that blur with vision a little bit. I don't want that skew how we think about the players. Remember, Daniel Johnson for Jamaica was not great, people. You see me, and I'll do. Me hear people are calling for Daniel Johnson right now. I say, oh, why we left out the Rasta? Or the midfield not good right now, blah blah blah. But Daniel Johnson, if you think about it, he's not better than Isaac Hayden. Me I talk about the entire midfield. He's not better than Isaac Hayden is in the central defensive midfield. He's not better than Jonathan Russell at the moment. He's not better than Casey Palmer at the moment. He's not better than Karai Anderson at the moment, I believe. You see me? People can't argue about that one. He's not better than Bobby Reed if he was supposed to play the 10. He's not better than Demar Gray if he's supposed to play the 10. So, where would Daniel Johnson make it in this team? I don't see it. You see me? So that's the first player I'm going to talk about. Daniel Johnson. Came in, repped Jamaica well. Obviously, we thank him for his services. But this is a player that I think we need to move on from. And again, he's 32 years old. Now look for go back way. We now look for go for a player who already used, never serve it too well. You see me? Me not necessarily a call for Daniel Johnson come back in the team. Wanna make me know what you think? Obviously talk to me in the comment section. Just 7 hours there right now. Me not expect the live audience to be super high right now. Obviously we're gonna get there. We'll take time and I do more lives. You see me? Obviously this is an opportunity to make an announcement that October would be the month long live on this other sports TV. Every single day in October we will be going live. So people look out for that and make sure you just check the channel every now and then. Because we are gonna do a month filled with lights. And we're talk about everything from a pin to an anchor. We're gonna talk about it. You see me? But again, this video is to talk about some of the players that are missing in action for Jamaica and can they actually make the squad right now. And the first player I mentioned, people, is Daniel Johnson. What do you think? Let me know in the comment section. Daniel Johnson, back in the squad, yes or no? Talk to me. What do you think? Talk to me. Just type a yes, type a no. What we are saying for Daniel Johnson? Would you like what Daniel Johnson used to offer for the team? Obviously, I said towards the latter part of his Reggae Boyz career, could not make the midfield. He could not. He was always playing on the left wing. Remember that. He was always coming as a substitution. You see me? The quality in the midfield was not great from him either. Is this a player that we should look to integrate into the team again? For me, it's a no, but it is worth having the conversation because we're not blessed in the midfield. We're not blessed with great midfield talent. But I believe that if we're going to look for a Daniel Johnson, I think it would serve us better to go and look for somebody else. You know, go and look for another youngster in England. Go and look for another youngster in the MLS. Go and even look for somebody that is going to make a breakout season at the age of 17 or 18 years old and try to bring them through. Because I think we know what we get from Daniel Johnson, and it is not what we want. You see me, so that as far as that goes, Daniel Johnson is the first player on my list in terms of Reggae Boys that are missing in action and that could possibly make a return to the Reggae Boys team. For me, Daniel Johnson is a no. As I say, as I go through the video, just tell me what you think. Daniel Johnson, yes or no, back into the squad. For me, no. Let's talk about the next player now. As I say, people, it's not gonna be a long live. We just get it through. And instead of recording video and editing, let's just do it live and done. You see me? Next player on the list. Next player on the list is Lamar Walker. Lamar Walker. And me do that search. Me do a quick search already. There's not much going to come up about Lamar Walker and SofaScore. But I think he was playing. This is at Mount Pleasant. He's not at Mount Pleasant. He was playing in the UAE Pro League, I think, or the UAE First Division, something like that. Lamar Walker was playing down there in the Middle East. Lamar Walker. This is such a disappointing one for me. Lamar Walker is just 24 years old, people. And Lamar Walker was an integral part of the last World Cup qualifying campaign. Let that sink in. Lamar Walker is just 24 years old. And he played heavy minutes in the last World Cup qualifying campaign. What that mean? That can mean a few things. Obviously, first thing it can mean is that the coach was just selecting the wrong players to represent Jamaica at the time in the last World Cup qualifying campaign. Because why was Lamar Walker playing? But it also could be that Lamar Walker was one of those players that peaked very early, had a good start to his early professional life where he was playing the MLS. He was having some good. I remember he was playing for Miami at the time. He was having some good seasons, and he could do a job for Jamaica. Obviously, it petered off. USL run came to an end. He came back to Jamaica. He was playing for Mount Pleasant. Then he made a move over there to the Middle East, playing in the UAE First Division. I think for a team, what's the team called? Majda or something like that. Playing some good football, scoring some goals actually. But in terms of can I use this to judge whether he should come back into the national team? I guess yes, we can use it, but for me, another player that just didn't show enough for me. And even when he was in even when he was in the national team in 2000 and what was that 2021, he wasn't a player I was very excited about. He wasn't a player that I even wanted in the team. I believe that obviously with his age, I wanted him around the squad. But in terms of the heavy minutes that he was getting, starting in those games, Lamar Walker was just not it for me, especially at that time. No, we're at about 24-year-olds that is supposed to be entering his prime in a year or two. That is supposed to be the best he's ever been in his football career at the moment at 24 years old. I feel like he has regressed a bit. I feel like the qualities that we thought that Lamar Walker would have developed, the player that we believe that Lamar Walker would have developed into for the future and for Jamaica, we just haven't seen that. You see me? And so if we're supposed to ask the question, can Lamar Walker make it back into the Reggae Boy setup? It is going to be very hard. I'm not going to write him off. It's not like a Daniel Johnson situation. Lamar Walker is just 24 years old. There's a lot of football ahead of him. Remember, at least, let's say, 9 to 10 more years in the game. You get me, I say? But as far as it go right now, I don't see Lamar Walker making it back into the national setup. And if we're even supposed to talk about, because we can't talk about watching him in the UAE, but in terms of in this, hold on, I get a text from Jomar. Oh my God, give me a second, give me a second. All right. In terms of Lamar Walker making it into the setup, if me use him JPL, stint that he had last year, it wasn't great. It was okay. He never looked any better than a Joshua Anglin to me. He never looked any better than a Alex Marshall to me. He never looked any better than any of the players that we already are looking towards giving brief cameos in the national team. You see me? So again, not necessarily excited about Lamar Walker making it back into the national, into the setup. Yo, Jomar, you're there. Here we you do for my father. Call up on WhatsApp right now. Call my line on WhatsApp right now. Cause we're gonna test this out. Call me on WhatsApp right now, my father. Obviously, I assume say I watch, but I reply to your text same way. Call me, audio call, WhatsApp right now. But anyways, that is as far as it go for Lamar Walker. People, let me know what you want to think. Enlighten or uplift, big up yourself, my father. What you think? Lamar Walker making it back into the setup? Would you have it? Talk to me. Personally, I wouldn't have it. But would you let me know what you think? Let me see what I go on now. Boom. Hold on the peeps. Hold on the peeps. Yo, my father. What would I know? Go back for one. Check the shot. Yo, broski.
Yo, sir.
You hear me, mate?
I'm hearing you, bro. I'm hearing you. I'm hearing you.
Hold on there. Hold on there. Hold on there.
You know, hear me?
Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom, boom. People, me I try connect Joe Moore to the live. Give me a second there. Give me a second. Him actually attack. I'm not sure why I'm not here.
Yeah, man,
He's
that talk,
actually
man.
talking. People, let me know if you're not here, Joe Moore. Me not hear him at the moment.
So what kind of magic trick that
What is going
you
on?
got up on your phone and people that might hear me and you not hear me?
Oh, not here. People, if you're not here, Joe Moore right now, let me know. Me not hear him at the moment. I don't know. I'm not sure why. I should be hearing him.
So what kind of magic trick
I
that
should be.
you got up on your
Bro, hang
phone
up and call
and
back.
people
Hang up
and
and
you
call
not
back,
hear
bro. Hang up and call back.
me?
Them I hear you? So I mean, they know what is going on. They know what is going on here. What is going on here? Ask him. Me I hear now. Me I hear now, boy. Me I hear now. Yeah, I say, what is popping?
From the live.
Oh, well, I guess my thing didn't
Yes,
mute.
yes. So
Where are
them
David?
that hear me. But they ask what kind of magic trick you do for make the people them can hear me and you can't hear me.
What a special guy, man. But what they
But
are still? What they are
yeah.
still? Where are they? Me just say me I give him a quick live, bro. Cause me that think about something, you know. The other day me do a live. I mean that me just like get update. Me just like get update from the 26 or whatever, the 25 or whatever right now. You see me, we go through them club career. Me I say who start the season well. And
Yeah.
I guess not surprisingly, I could have predicted it, but I don't think we have one active reggae boy that started the season well. Me I talk about got off to a great start in their club. Obviously, Ethan Pinnock just come back now, so Ethan Pinnock had a good, really, really good game last week. But me not think we have one reggae boy way hot off the mark right now. You see me? So with that video, them say you need to do another live. Talk about a few players where we not hear about. Them say Mother Seal, them say Junior Flemings, whatever. So that is the purpose of this video. If you never did join from the start, you see me? So that. Peep, is it that you not hear a echo? Talk to me. Is it that you not hear a echo? Yeah, hear me though, bro.
Yeah, man, yeah, man. I
All
wait
right.
and
So
wait until them say them
the
again, them
first
again
player I'm
feedback.
talk about,
Mm-hmm.
the first player I'm talk about was Daniel Johnson. What do you think about Daniel Johnson? You think Daniel Johnson can do anything to make it back into? You think Daniel Johnson
Finish the
can do anything to
question.
make it back into the national setup?
Well, him can get him coaching badges them. Him
What do you
can get
mean,
him
bro?
coaching badges. That Daniel Chance can do to get back in national team is, go back and get some coaching badges. And maybe at that point, he can earn a spot as a part of McLaren's coaching
Bro,
staff. But
Daniel
this
Johnson not
time,
playing a Turkey now.
I mean, Turkey's not a bad level of football, to be honest.
And him start 5 of the first 5 games.
Me wouldn't know because I tell you the truth when I watch Turkish football.
Yeah, but
But
obviously we
at the
can check the
same
stats. We can check the stats.
yeah, but at the same time, with my knowledge of football, I understand that Turkey is definitely a league worthy of a Jamaican international call.
Hmm.
And if they play consistent football.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's just hard to conceive where exactly in the national setup we can see Daniel Johnston play. Not that we have the strongest midfield in the world, nor do we have the strongest alternatives to Daniel Johnson, but it just seems like every time Daniel Johnson come play for the national team, Daniel Johnson look like somebody who don't belong in the national team. Not
Yeah.
every time, but more recently,
Yeah,
or
and I
more
think
recently, Daniel Johnson.
I think it's also a case of he's just not better than anybody we have right now.
Yeah,
If
and
you
then you
think
think
about
about
it, Isaac Hayden versus Daniel Johnson, Isaac Hayden gonna beat him out every day of the week. John Russell.
10 times.
John Russell beat him out.
And
Kyle
Casey
Anderson,
Farm,
Casey
same
Palmer.
thing.
Like everybody, if you ever put Bobby Reed in the midfield,
Bobby
beat him
Reed,
out. He's just not one of those
yeah.
players who may I look forward to seeing come back, bro. May I tell you the truth?
No, there's no space in the midfield for. And then keep in mind, we're still on the hunt. We're still searching for players, and there's still a possibility that some players who might have turned their backs on us in the past, who might, I mean, I guess I turn them front, but that's how they're not really so right. You
Yeah,
get that? So, I don't know. When I see Daniel Johnson come back to the national team, I think he might have that quality there. But
yeah.
you know what? Stranger things have happened. And creativity is something that we lack. And honestly, when Daniel Johnson first came and played for the national team, a match against Saudi Arabia,
Hmm.
if I'm not mistaken, is it Europe? Or was it in Saudi Arabia? I mean, I really remember.
I
But
remember the game where you talk about though.
Daniel Johnson was outstanding, and Daniel Johnson there pull strings, and Daniel Johnson there make passes, and Daniel Johnson look like a maestro.
Hmm.
And that was the Daniel Johnson that we would have been getting, or that was the Daniel Johnson that stayed consistent in the national program. Then he would have definitely have a spot in our team right now because the football, the transition, the ball game from midfield to attack, that's where we're lacking.
Hmm.
If Daniel Johnson have that, or that's the type of football that Daniel Johnson is currently playing right now, then obviously we can see him earn him way back in the team. But from my recollection, or based on the Daniel Johnson that I've gotten used to,
Yeah.
I see a playback football for Jamaica.
Ah, move
As
on
I
to the
said,
next
can
player.
get the coaching license and come back as a coach.
Yeah. Ah, fine. Let's talk about next player, Lamar Walker, bro. Lamar Walker. When Lamar Walker play for winner the first in our first stint with the national team, Lamar Walker was like 20 years old. Seeing Lamar Walker is only 24 years old. He might play in the UAE, he might play down one of them league. Them not playing at the best division. But in terms of Lamar Walker as a player, he played in the JPL last year, had an okay season. Obviously him get a move back out there to UAE. Yeah, see a player like this coming back into the national setup. 24 years old, by the
Um,
way.
I must say, you already know you already know what my stance is. 1 second, Rush.
Yeah. People, I'm telling you already, in terms of my opinion on Lamar Walker, the qualities that he should bring to the national team should be interested. We should want to see it. But in terms of what we get from him in terms of production, he's just never there. Lamar Walker in his schoolboy football stint, awesome. Lamar Walker in his first USL stint, really good. But I feel like when we got him into the national setup, maybe we rushed it a bit. Tapa was the first coach out where Lamar Walker's opportunity was the first coach that relied heavy on Lamar Walker. And in terms of Lamar Walker proving Tapa right, I can't say that he did. You see me? So for me, again, he's 24 years old. I can't rule him out. Him can get a big move. Him can get a season or two where him look really good. But in terms of right now having him back into the national team, can't see it. And if we're gonna match him up to the players that we already have, Lamar Walker versus let's put him in the attacking sense now. We're not gonna put
Demar Gray,
Lamar
Leon
Gray.
Bailey,
No. Liam,
Gary
no.
Canamatari,
No.
Steve Banks,
No.
Dejan Richards,
No.
Ty Dixon, Michael Antonio, Shamar Nicholson. Where the new one name? Jamal Campbell.
No man, Tyrese Campbell.
Tyrese Campbell, my apologies.
And you have
Yeah, so
Roman Burrell.
it not did it. It
It's
not
just not
happen.
there. Richard Stewart, yes, he played for Mount Pleasant, I think last year in the JPL, but then he got a move to Saudi. He was playing in Saudi just recently. You see me, I say I play for Majid FC, but they do a little research on that before me come on. But yeah, bro, you just match him up to the players that we have right now. They are just better than him.
Some
Lamar
some
Walker
some
that
of
bro.
some of whom can themselves make it international team.
Yeah. Somehow we'd even not look forward to. We not try ask for them coming to the national team. So me agree with you, bro. For me,
Unfortunately.
Lamar Walker can't make my team. People, let me know what you think. We have 20 people right now. Let me know what you think. Lamar Walker, Daniel Johnson, any of them can make their way back into this Reggae Boys team. Right now, bro, Steve McLaren come and Steve McLaren just come and say, come. And I feel like this was the big deal around Steve McLaren and securing his signature for these Reggae Boys. Obviously, I am underwhelmed with his tactics. I am not excited about his coaching. But in terms of the talent that he can attract and convincing those players to come and play for Jamaica, especially if him get Mason Greenwood over the line, it will prove to be a
Uh,
good sign because we're gonna tie down them player when him long gone left Jamaica. Those players
yeah.
are still going to be.
Yeah. So
You see
when
it?
when 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 Steve McLaren put on football, Billy Cadamatari probably just a work on the third World Cup for the national
Yeah.
team.
You see me? So I'm
So
excited for that. So the amount of quality what him can bring in the side, bro. Them money we used to play for Jamaica for the 2022 World Cup qualifying campaign. Them can't make a team right now.
no.
It is next to
But
impossible. Them
do
can't
you
make it,
think that
bro.
is as a result of Steve McLaren, or could it be as a result of the World Cup expansion and as such giving Jamaica an almost automatic bye to the World Cup?
Yeah, but how would that affect?
You think we are giving McLaren too much credit? No, I'm gonna say our version nah go travel from England to the hot nasty Caribbean with mosquitoes and the heat and
First of all, this
there's
is our home, so take it easy. This is our home.
no, the hot Caribbean, that's everywhere except Jamaica. When
Yeah,
you
I
say
know.
that.
All right.
So Jamaica nice and then everywhere else. You know, I'm not gonna stop 'cause we have fans in the Caribbean as well. But but from their perspective, you get me? I said the Caribbean where it's hot and it's humid and there's a lot of insects and you
Yeah,
get me? I said the
yeah,
crowd loud and obnoxious and there's so much Spanish and it's just uncomfortable and it's a 15-hour flight for some people, 9-hour flight for some. And I'm
yeah,
gonna say, I'm not gonna come fifth in the final round of World Cup qualifying and then don't qualify for World Cup.
yeah.
But now the World Cup expanded and as such Jamaica have a much greater chance of securing qualification.
Hmm.
And that probably motivate people a little more to say, alright, you know what? I'm gonna take this journey to the Caribbean, I'm gonna take this journey to CONCACAF for Ghana World Cup. So
Me
you
see
think
what
that could be it more so than Steve McLaren?
I'm sure that plays a part in them coming, but also, bro, you have to think about it. Steve McLaren, I forgot do film due diligence same way. But me can't, me I think about it, I'm going to disagree, but me can't. The more me think about it, the more me agree with you. In the fact that it is just an easier sell. So whether
Yeah.
a Steve McLaren has sell it or a Theodore Whitmore has sell it, it is just an easier sell.
Mm-hmm.
You see me? So
Because I might not tell you, say, yo, what you do? In order to qualify for the World Cup, you have to go Colorado, go get a point, or we have to go San Pedro Sula, or we have to go the
yeah,
Azteca,
yeah.
sign and go fine. No,
Hmm.
we don't have to do that, bro. No, the man just have to come and show up and play
Yeah,
60% of them capacity, 60% of them ability,
yeah,
and them are going to go World Cup.
yeah,
Yeah, that's a bit easy. That's much easier of a sell.
yeah. 100%. And but for whatever it is, the quality in the team is just way further than it was, way further than it
Yeah.
was in 2022. And so these players just can't make it, bro. We move past them. You see me? But we're gonna bring up some more name and we're gonna talk about it. You ready for one more name?
Me fear it, no?
Junior Flemings. Probably top three greatest schoolboy footballer of all time. Let's
Yeah.
talk about it. Junior Flemings.
Yeah, if you can tell me more about Junior Flemings, guys.
Junior
He's
Flemings a play for a
probably
team named Ajman down in a UAE Pro League. You see me? I think this is the best league in the UAE. Obviously, we're not
yeah.
talking about the Saudi Pro League. I don't think Qatar Pro League is considered in that. But the UAE Pro League, um,
Mm-hmm.
he's playing for a team. Ajman, a good team, man. Junior Flemings actually a doing thing down there. No? I not lie. I look at him stats real quick and tell you, but I guess you can speak from it more from the standpoint of how he's served Jamaica so far
All right.
versus
So,
what the current players are doing right now.
so people already know that I believe that Junior Fleming is a serviceable player for the national team when he's been called up. I think he's had a decent national team career, not as bad as some people make it out to be. I get me, but nothing exceptional. But
Yeah.
I think him always come him score a lot of timely goals and put in a lot of decent performances. And one thing we can say about Junior Fleming is he gets a lot of free kicks. You know.
If I win a foul.
Yeah. So but at this point, you're a forward or you're an attacking midfielder, but especially a forward like Junior Fleming is. It's hard. It's hard to see yourself a wiggle away into this team unless you play football at a very good level in the MLS or a championship level or a Premier League level because
Yeah.
that's the caliber of forward we have. You get
Yeah.
me? I say.
So last season, Junior Flemings played 23 games in the UAE Pro League and scored 10 goals, get 2 assists. So far this year, he played 5 out of the 5 games. Well, he played 3 out of the 3 games, scored 1 goal so far. But in that league, Junior Flemings is one of the best wingers. 10 goals for a winger, bro. That is good out of 23 games. Remember, as a winger we are talking about, not a centre forward. You see me? So
Um,
in
and then,
his league, he's doing well.
yeah.
But I don't think the selection, if I'm gonna be honest with you, bro, I don't think the selection of Junior Flemings has anything to do with his performance. I feel like not anything, but if he was playing in the Premier League and being one of the best wingers or whatever, even if he was just playing in the Premier League, we couldn't excuse him not being called up. But I believe, if you remember, bro, remember we're going to Suriname, and the team almost try to say them now player. Junior Flemings was one of the player them where did I lead the charge there, bro. I feel like bad brother come from that, bro. I feel like because of that, and any player with them feel like can cause a stir in the camp or cause any influence in terms of negative influence in the team, bro. I think it's just like a hard for them call him. And so Junior Flemings kind of light it up down at the UAE. He might give them an excuse because of the league where I'm playing now. He might give them an excuse to not call him. You see me? But people don't think so Junior Flemings are no joke baller. When Junior Flemings there at the USL, Junior Flemings are one of the best forwards across the front line. He might just one of the best. Me I talk about lead the USL in a goals. Me I talk about make team of the season. You see me? Get a move to France, it never quite work out. Get him loan move, it never quite work out. Go on for the money, go on for the bag down at UAE. But the point me I make is I don't think his selection has much to do with how well he's playing in UAE right now. What do you think about that take there? In terms of what he did in Suriname?
No, man, it might not have anything to do with UAE, but I also don't think it's political either.
Mm,
Me personally, I
yeah,
just think that performance is being good or performance is not being good. You have a crop of footballers right now that represent Jamaica who are just better than Junior Flemings, who
mm,
possess great quality, have a higher skill set. And that is what is keeping Junior Flemings out of the teams. I don't think it's political.
mm-hmm,
I don't think it has anything to do with his performances in whichever league him that they play right now. You
yeah,
get me? So it's just the players that we have at our disposal is either them younger than him with more potential than him or they're just outright and straight up better than he is.
yeah.
And you can't bring 20 forward in a 26-man squad. That's just not how football
Bro,
works. You get me?
well, hey,
So we
leave
have
it
to
up
pick
to
the
this
best
JFF
that
then
we
do it, you
can.
know?
Mm-hmm.
Leave it up to this JFF then do it, you know? If you look on the last three, even the last three, if you look on the squad for the last 2 years, bro, top
Yeah.
heavy. Me I talk about 5 forwards sit down on the bench and have a chance to play.
Oh yeah.
You see me? But I understand the point that you're making. I actually agree.
We have good forwards.
Yeah.
We see where Mikel Antonio now. Will Mikel Antonio play for Jamaica again?
I don't
You
want him
know,
to. I don't think he should.
Mikel Antonio come down for 2 games and because of the quality that we had on the field, because of the quality that we had to come off the bench, Mikel Antonio just didn't have a place there. Kadamatori seems to be stamping his claim. We have Warner Brown who seems to be a high potential, ready right now talent, not to mention Shamar Nicholson, who still has the opportunity to pass Luton Shelton in goals scored for the national team. I
Yeah,
will have a Kaim who is young, still around, but working on his craft. I will have a Deshaun Richards who I feel when he started left Jamaica, it has a big goals galore.
yeah,
Oh, Junior Fleming fitting at this. I'm going to mention the Margaret, I'm going to mention the Bailey, and the possibility of a Mason Greenwood that is still lurking around in the air. That's still there. You get me? So, where and how?
yeah, yeah. I get your point, and I actually agree. I think the team is also too good for him to make it. But me did watch an interview with him, I think last year, and he mentioned say yo, him hear some talk get make in terms of the political side of things. Him hear some talk get make, blah blah blah, so on and so forth. But even if you remove those talks, Junior Flemings can't make the team right now, even just on quality. You see me? So
Yes, that's,
I actually
that's,
agree with you on that one.
that's
So we'll go. Daniel Johnson is a no. Lamar Walker is a no. Junior Flemings is a no. The next one we're going to talk about right now is Javin Brown. Oh, what is going on? Obviously, Javin Brown injured right now, making a comeback for Real Salt Lake. He's working on himself. But Javin Brown play for Jamaica. Let me check when Javin Brown last cap for Jamaica. He's been out of the setup for a while. But we think about him competing for that right back spot with
it had to
um
have been Nations League, right?
I probably go as far back to that, bro. Mega check. Mega check.
Yeah, the Nations League where we make a big surge.
Yeah.
Javin Brown. So the other day after the two matches were played, I sit down and I do a brief analysis, I do a brief look into what could be. And I just see the magnitude of players that didn't come, the starters
Hmm.
that were missing from the team. We talk about Andre Blake, who is definitely our best goalkeeper, arguably our best player. Some would say not even arguably. Then you have Amar Bell, who I think is our best left back.
Yeah.
And then Ethan Pinnock didn't play. Latibo there wasn't there, who also is a solid option at right back.
But as me say, him get
You get
injured,
me?
bro. Him still injured. You get me? I say him get injured early in the MLS season.
So no, but just I said, all of those players on McCall we just never did in the last window. When them players are healthy and him healthy, does he still make it into the team? Because if we are carry, we've added Mason Holgate to the team now. We still have Dishane Bernard to come back. We have Ethan Pinnock. We have Richard King. We have Daniel. You know what that means to me? That Latibo there is no longer a centre back to me. That's
Yeah.
what that means to me. You get me? I
Yeah.
say. So Latibo know what become a CDM, alright, midfielder.
Yeah.
But then in recent times we've managed to add Isaac Hayden and a John Russell has made a comeback and John Russell sure said. John Russell sure said. Him for the national team. Don't get me wrong, people. Me I beg for John Russell from the first match him played in
Nah,
next
but
year.
Janus too inconsistent, you know. We'll have a conversation about that. But carry on.
And me I say yo, call back John Russell 19. Now one thing you know, you have a deep line midfielder where I score goal in the region.
Yeah, yeah. You
Them things
can't ball.
is valuable. You
Yeah,
get me
never
I
cry
say?
about that. I
So
agree.
so so Latibo there for me now I go be a understudy central understudy right back. And he can't get back in our centre back line and everybody else. You get me
Yeah.
I say? So what that mean for Javi and Brown?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And
But what
then
this
me I
mean? Bro,
hear
bro,
I
bro.
hear rumblings about Max Irons. You get me I say? Me I hear talkings about that.
Yeah.
So that's the thing that might be on the horizon. So
Bro, but what this mean? Remember, players I mentioned, them what 3, 4 players we mentioned so far. 2 years ago they were playing heavy minutes for Jamaica.
oh yeah. Lamar
What
Walker started with him and Fleming.
what that did mean? What that mean for Jamaica at that time? Is it just that all right, we've improved so much and blah 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 blah, or it just means at the moment the coach was just getting it wrong by a mile?
No, but it's just that we have players who make debut to the day. Because the matter is just playing first game for the national team and scoring in second game and gonna get a chicken in first game.
Yeah,
You get me? I say since Lamar Walker time, we've had players introduced to the team like Isaac Hayden, we've had Mason Holgate, we've had numerous players. We see Burrell, we see Warner, bro. We see a lot of players who are coming into the program. So it's just out to the old guard and in the new. That's all it is.
hmm,
So you have players who have played really good football for the country. I'm not saying it's a really good. You have players who have been really good servants to the country.
yeah,
And then the new guard come in. You get me? I say change a guard, you're just not good enough anymore. And that is just the the negative aspect of international football. Only 23 people can put on a jersey in any given month.
Yeah.
Only 6 months of the year, maybe seven if you consider one summer competition.
Hmm.
Yeah, only 23 people can put on that shirt. And how many people they have eligible to play for Jamaica? Probably 10 million. And the
Yeah.
whole entire, if you think about it, you get me, I say.
Hmm.
So I just saw, as them when I said the Bibles come down, better people come. You just have to
Yeah.
go and go and work and I hope say you score some goal, you make some good moves in your career, and you get back in the national team.
All right. So a final say on it. Javin Brown. Another look in, yes or no?
No, Javin Brown is still there in the periphery. I don't think we have such solid right backs to completely eliminate him from contention.
Yeah.
Like for example, me no want to go as far as say, it, but it's hard to see Junior Fleming a look back in the national team as good a servant as he's been.
Yeah.
Based on the amount of talent we have at striker, not at striker, based on the amount of talent we have in the forward line and how young that talent is.
Hmm.
But a player like Javin Brown, in a defense line that is always 2 inches away from being flimsy. He's always 2 inches away from not being enough. You know them way there?
Yeah.
Like I always about looking at the national team, don't get me wrong. Some things when McLaren work on, if them work on and them successful, then he might suffer the same fate as a Lamar Walker, as a Daniel Johnson, as a Junior Fleming. But as it stands right now, with the talent that we currently have,
Hmm.
Javin Brown always step on the periphery. Him always too good team of the week away from our World Cup, from our national team called Phil.
Yeah. Yeah.
But Max Lawrence and Ben Johnson and Baker decided that they want to come play for the national team.
Hmm.
Then shake it,
And then this,
shake
yeah,
it.
you have this right back too, where him name Ian Frey, bro. We play for Inter Miami. When you see him,
Yeah,
um,
but me see Ian Frey as a central too. Cause whenever I watch Ian Frey play for Inter
him
Miami,
play some central too.
yeah,
Him play some central
Ian
too,
Frey,
and
Ian
so
Frey,
versatile.
baller. Ian Frey, serious baller. He's the next one in the program to know right now.
Yeah.
Cause problems, you get me? I say? So
Yeah.
me tell you, if we get Louis Baker, we get Max Aaron's, we have Ian Frey in the program now. Then Javian Brown just resigned, bro. From international football, you know, see team again, you get me? I
No,
say?
but he might play at the same level as a Ian Frey. Not as I don't think he's as
But
good
in
at
the
the
same
position either,
league,
or as
same,
versatile.
same league as Ian Frey.
Yeah.
Same division as Ian Frey. He's not playing the same level of football as Ian
Yeah.
Frey. Let's get it right. So
Yeah.
he's playing in the same division, but you have levels to this.
Yeah, there is levels, and I think I don't see him in the black, green, and gold yet for
Yeah.
have a good judgment on him for us. But in terms of
But
what he's doing at the club level,
he
bro.
looked at he's being looked at by the USMNT.
Yeah, but also like I guess there's some sentiment there with with Lembikisa. Lembikisa is also not for the last two windows he might play some decent football.
Yeah.
But in the summer he play okay. In the last window he play some good football. But should we just cap this man and call it a day?
No, 100%. You get them in, you play them, you keep them. Yeah, bro, me believe in the cat type people, brother. What you talking about, man?
Bro, Richard Stewart said
There
Fleming
are
should
50,
never.
15-year-old that can play for Jamaica starting in the national team. Right?
Yeah,
It no matter, that's that me believe.
I'm with
You
it.
get
I'm
me?
with it.
So I'm all about captain individual. Man, tell him to come first game start out window. Your man, so don't feel like say you will go back now. I scored 20 goals in the championship this season. And then Tottenham are going to buy you. Or Sunderland are going to buy you. Or Nottingham Forest will buy you. And then you come score 14 goals in the Premier League and 2 one trouble. No,
Yeah,
sir.
can't happen.
No.
Can't happen.
It's not happen. You get me, I said?
Yeah,
It's not get out of your head.
yeah,
You see me? So, because the season young and Calamity are a good ball. Calamity have style. He might get develop. He's a
yeah. I'm just
21 year
20 years
old.
old. Anyway, same have like a couple years for even reach that
Yeah.
point the way I
So
talk
he
about.
become 21-year-old now and scored 23 goals in the championship, 27 goals in the championship. Bro, I see that as a possibility for the youth.
He's a Jamaican international.
Yeah, man. So Thomas, don't look over there, so.
No, half
Sure.
him list now, bro. Half him list.
Yeah, yeah. So I mean, all about captain. We are talking about man. This is a perfect campaign for this. Not to underestimate the team we are playing against, but
Bro, why
that's
not
the
keep
ball
on
game.
say under them
But
man that deserve to be underestimated, bro? They are not good. We said it so long. So Jamaica can make it to the World
uh,
Cup not because we're
so
good, but because them team are
so
just too good.
So captain of one of them, everybody come start. And the ball them have sense, them would understand. If the
Yeah,
Damien Lowe's and the Andre Blake, and them would understand why them not start today.
yeah.
Yeah, man.
Well,
No worry about it.
yes, that easy for say still, but I don't know how much me I understand about just bringing in the name and left out the players that have committed for so long and represented us well for so long. I don't know how well that would have got down with the players or with the fan base.
Well, see, a man like Adamatore come and put in the work.
Because there's an open
Um,
spot. There's an open spot. We just don't have a good centre forward at the moment. And this is a back and forth me and you always having. If the players
yeah.
is just better, is it worth it to just get rid of regardless of who? I
But
mean,
so you think definitive say this man yeah, better than Tony, better than Nicholson, better than all the talent we have up right now.
bro, first of all right, Bailey Kadamati better
Definitive.
than Warner Brown? Yes. Bailey Kadamati better than Mikel Antonio? Yes. Bailey Kadamati better than Shaman Nicholson? Maybe. Because me think Shaman Nicholson can play in that championship. So me I go say maybe.
Yeah.
Bailey Kadamati, who player forward?
You think Warner
Romario
Brown can be in
Williams.
the championship?
Who?
Warner Brown.
No, I don't think Warner Brown a championship level yet.
That I think Warner Brown a big baller.
Yeah, but I don't
Believe me
think
when
him
I
a
tell you.
championship yet. I still think
Me
Shaman
have,
Nicholson better than Warner Brown.
me have high expectations for Warner Brown.
Yeah. He might
Over
look
the
a bit
next
raw.
year.
He might look a bit raw same way, but the
Yeah.
potential is endless, bro. But yeah, if I think about Romario Williams, yes, Billy Kadamati is better than Romario. So we just had an open spot where if you were just a bit better than what we have, we're going to give you a chance. But in our centre back line, bro, we already have one of the best defenses in the confederation. So if we move it and just say, all right, we are gonna remove a vice captain just because the next man better than him. I feel like we better than that one, and I feel like we team our defense is at a point where we don't need to necessarily chop and change or look for much. With the added fact that you have players on the team right now that are just the heart and soul of the team.
Alright, my gripe with Lembikisa. My gripe with Lembikisa. Lembikisa, I saw Lembikisa about 2 years ago, 3 years ago. And catching a sports complex. I mean, look at me say, this money I'm gonna be right back for the next 15 years. And that was a couple of years ago. You
Yeah.
get me? And a couple of years later, the Lembikisa that I'm looking at now is not much better than that Lembikisa that I saw then.
Maybe Keys not improve by much, bro. If him even
That
improve.
is my issue with Lembikisa. That is
But
my only gripe with Lembikisa. That may I expect say, based on when me see the teenager, when me see a couple of years ago, Poison did look how good he look on the ball, how good he look defensively. May I expect say in 3 years he might be one of the best wing backs in the division.
you know,
I
but
wouldn't necessarily like it growth when take over the past couple of
me not
seasons.
like it at
Yeah.
all. The fact that you have a 21-year old that is unable to find a home
Yeah.
is concerning, bro. Every loan
Mm-hmm.
move Lembikisa had 3 loan moves in the past year and a half. None no work
Yeah.
out. And we are talking
Yeah.
about different levels. We are talking about the champion at the championship level, I think, League One level. We are talking about in
International,
a
yeah.
Scotland,
Yeah.
one at a time. It just now work out at any of the levels that him go. And that is concerning, bro. And I think it now work out because he, as I say, him now improve, him now develop the football IQ now chip in, the maturity in
Yeah.
the game now come in, the touch now get much better. Um, obviously he's good at recovery. He's good at if he's in front of him can defend well. But when we do have the ball, bro, sometimes Lemmy says a liability, bro. You see me, and I think that is why I let him down. But what is telling is that we can say all that about our right back and still have him start in the next window.
Which is why, to the point I'm trying to make, if we have some of these young players with them coming in, based on the fact that we still have a few holes, based on the fact that we still have things to work on. That time man them bridging. Man I have to understand. Especially the older one. This is the future. Because when we think about Jamaican team as it stands right now, where we keep on get young dual nationals, we keep on push out young players from locally as well. May I
Yeah,
think about Saudi Arabia and then may I think about what? Portugal, Spain and Morocco.
yeah,
You get me? I say,
yeah,
that's how we meet my eye in there. We have color material for both those competitions. We have current and this for both those competitions. We have wisdom for those competitions. So, yeah, you get some young English talent, Right, and I'm starting now. I care.
Yeah. Obviously, Lemmy Keystone qualify to be one of those players I may talk about, but
Yeah.
that is a conversation for another day. Another player we did have on the list, so I think we can lump into the Javin Brown conversation. And we know you're probably go on a rant right now, but I'm going to mention the name. Tavon Gray.
Tavon. You know, where you want to go down there to find Tavon Gray can't play back to Jamaica for me. Alright.
What make you say so?
Why? See, not understand what that man did that, you know. That, yeah, Bridget, when I get the heartbreak, so like how that man did. You see that when people would clip that now and post it on TikTok. So me just say a while ago. So me just be careful how I phrase my words.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, you understand. Anyway, how you doing in MLS?
He might play. He might be Tavon Gray.
You might be Tavon
Bro,
Gray.
Tavon Gray is always good in the MLS.
Yeah.
Tavon, it's just that, bro. Before you come on the show, I talk about Daniel Johnson. I remember one time we in a stadium and we look by each other. We're like, them man play in a championship, no good man. Because we say the man them just not good. You get me? I say maybe we expect too much of the championship. Maybe
The
some
man
of
are
them money probably
captain.
maybe, bro. Maybe we expect too much. All right, they might do good in at the MLS level. Maybe the MLS is just not that high of a level. Maybe,
Yeah, but then we have Andre Blake.
bro. But Andre Blake, we know Andre Blake can be is better than the MLS. We know that.
Dominate the division.
Yeah, dog.
Yeah, and we still say the MLS are top of the league. We see it.
Yeah, it's a good league. Me not gonna fight it. But me just a say, bro. Him do well in the MLS. How that not translate to the national? Tavon Gray don't look fast. Tavon Gray not a great touch. Tavon Gray is not a great defender. Like what is and I me did call for him one time for coming at the team, you know, because me see what him doing at the MLS. But then him come
Yeah.
and him just look, all right, bro.
Ordinary.
Yeah, you know, like
And
you know, some man where you say, yo, if Damian Lowe did play in the JPL, him that be the best defender in the JPL. You know, say if
probably the best player in the JPL.
right, you know, say if Javier Brown did play in the JPL, him that be blah. You know, say if who else they over there, so if you know, say if Romario Williams did play in the JPL, him
Yeah.
that be the best
All the
player in the
time. Yeah.
JPL. You know, like you know that, bro. Me don't know if me can say the same about Tavon Gray, bro. I'm telling you the truth. I'm telling you the truth.
No, it's even good in JPL, man. But that'd be
bro, bro,
hard.
bro. When you see the man play for Jamaica, bro, like,
Yeah.
tell me where
But
him good
then
at.
we see school name and color play for Jamaica.
That a true still. That a true.
So,
That a true still. That a facts. Why? I can't necessarily explain why to you. But we'll see. Anyways, next player. Cause I look like we just say things now and try to offend people. So next player. The next
bro,
player.
long when I come and say that with TV and as soon as I come and get myself in trouble, bro.
I just say it go sometime, bro. I just say it go sometime. Um,
Yes, sir.
the next player we have on the list is Michael Hector. Michael Hector. Michael Hector, one of them players that we also can't find a proper home, brother.
Yeah.
And if you can't play at a decent level and play consistent football,
But that's and a weird thing to Michael he told come play the national team and put in a shift.
but Michael Hector served the team well.
Yeah, and then we just also Michael like one of them young teens that were make the choice to come play for Jamaica from early, which we always want to reward, you know. But at the same time, when at the end of the day and night, as them say,
Yeah,
and we have too many good players both in the midfield and in the back line.
yeah.
If you give somebody who not playing a football a chance.
Well, all right.
And that
Me have some other player on the list, but I'm not necessarily interested to talk about them. Since we're there, me not gonna go too long, because I never plan to carry this even over an hour. But me I go,
yeah.
me I go back to a conversation we have the other day and see what you think about
That
it. So my thought was, Jamaica look very disjointed. Jamaica look like 11 men on the field playing football, not 11 men for one team. We just look like everybody do their own thing. Me can't see a proper style of play. Me can't see a system. Me can't see any shape to how Jamaica want to play. Me can't see what we are trying. And so I try to study it and see what I go on. And the conclusion or the let's say the hypothesis, because it not get proven yet, is that
yeah.
because we have no unformed player, because we have no player playing consistently at a very high level. I mean, I talk about not no. Obviously, we have some players, some of our starters, but we don't have 25 players playing week in week out for their club, being unformed. That may lead to seeing a national team that don't have a player that is and form are contributing to a holistic unit. What do you think about that? Because that is just the truth, bro. I couldn't find nobody where necessarily and form.
But my answer to that would be about 10 countries in the world have 25 unfarmed players.
Yeah,
I
that's
just
true.
say,
But why we
but
can't find one?
all of the good players in the world come from about 10 countries.
Why we
So,
can't find one though?
you one, where they come from.
Yeah, bro, we now have a player upon farm, bro.
Yeah.
Obviously, the season just start, but I mean, who start the season well? And maybe this we can track this back to last year. If we say who was a player that had a really good club season, who? Obviously, have Mario Williams, but that him a playing in the USL, bro. Whatever. You see me, Ethan Pinocchio, okay, maybe injury ridden season. Liam Bailey injury ridden season. Demar Gray no. Michael Antonio no. Andre Blake great. Damian Lowe played down a Saudi do film thing cool. Dexter Lembikisa no. Amar Bell no. You get me? I say Greg Lee, no. Like who had a really good season? And maybe this is to contribute. Me not even gonna say Anfarm or be the best in the world. But who are play consistent minutes? I go through the team, bro. We have like players that are playing heavy minutes for Jamaica. We're like a substitution player in a League One or like substitution player in the championship, bro. You get what I mean? That may be contributing. That may be contributing to the lack of quality on the park. Maybe. I think the main problem we have is coaching, but that may be contributing to it.
One second. One
Slide.
second,
Obviously,
bro.
we see RR in the building. Big up yourself, my father. And the one man that with a wrench right now, isn't it? Big up yourself. Richard Stewart said Flemings should not be in the national team. The man not have football IQ. Um, eh, there's an argument there for the IQ conversation. But what me agree with you, I don't think him can make the national team. Rich's Royalty Production say UAE League is very good and have great coaches. Yeah, yeah. The UAE Pro League is very good. But when I was talking about Lamar Walker, I was talking about the UAE First Division, which is like a league or two below the Pro League. But as I said, Junior Flemings have played a decent level in the UAE, bro. I did say one of the best leagues in the UAE. You see me? So, yeah, but still, the quality in
Yeah,
the national team is just so high. Where I
so
say?
Kalamater play 5 match and play 405 minutes. So he might play.
No, he might play. Some of them might play games, bro. But me I talk about who start the season well.
Yeah, and score goals from 5 matches, but yeah, nobody now lights up on fire, you know?
Nobody no start. Great, bro. No, but like, and me, as me say, even just remove this from it. Even just remove the start of the season. Just go back to the whole of last season. Who did we have that was an unfarm player had a really good season club and could translate that? Because I think what we need, I mean, I say everybody need for the unfarm. What we need is a team that is filled with players that are playing consistent football at a decent level and can translate that club performance to the national team. I think that is how we'll see quality all around the park. Obviously, we still have to have good coaching. Obviously, we still have to have health. But we can't expect, let's say, bench players or players that are just run of the mill player. They just have to play them now, gonna do nothing great. We can't expect them man to turn up and somehow run the show in a CONCACAF, bro.
Yeah,
I mean, think
and
maybe that we are expect.
so we are scoring in the Champions League.
Right.
So the CONCACAF is not a joke consideration, is it?
Bro, we are expect Casey Palmer for come and done a CONCACAF midfield. That's how we are expect.
It's not gonna happen.
A man that is okay in the championship.
It's not gonna happen.
Casey Palmer is not a great championship player. Resume is okay in the championship. We expect Kaim Dixon, a player that I really like. We expect Kaim Dixon from League One to come and dominate CONCACAF.
But let me ask you a question. How often you eat steak? Me know say me not eat it very
I'm
often
not
because
a
we
big
can't
fan of
afford it.
steak, but I must say.
But me
And
love
culture.
steak, but my financial situation, the provision, the consistent consumption of steak.
Yeah.
So at the same thing, you ain't have the money or the resources, you get me, I say, or the gene pool if you have them kind of players. So we have to just expect say how the man them stay ready for the 2 time a month then they play with the national team and just come and know say yo fine. Me have to step up my level, me have to play this level of football because though I might not be this here, I
Yeah.
am this here and as such I'm required to play in
Yeah,
that
yeah.
regard. You
You can
get?
do that. But guess what you also can do? manage your expectations for them when they come, bro. Cause bro, me tell you, the Reggae boys beat me, bro. Brother, we'll have conversations questioning how good these players are. That me I talk about, bro. And
Mm-hmm.
maybe we're just expecting too much of them. You see
Yeah,
me?
they're as good as they are.
They're as good as they are, bro. Them money are okay players in the League One Championship. Yes, you see first, I play First Division Turkey, First Division Russia. Come, look like one of our best players. Think about it. The players that are the best players for us are like undoubtedly the best players. Like, how more I make that point? The players that are the best players for us, like, you wouldn't have to guess which league they're playing in or the teams that they're playing for.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like Liam Bailey, Demar Gray, Bobby Reed, Ethan Pinnock, Damian Lowe, Andre Blake,
And
C Fast. Like, if I ask you what them I play, you know. If I ask you what kind of
yeah.
season them I have, you know. You know, but then when it comes down to the other players that are, as I say, okay players in some decent leagues, I feel like when them come, we expect too much of them. And expecting too much of them is just to make a half turn in the midfield, you know. That's the crazy part.
Just hold a position and pass the ball to your wide midfielder or to your wide forward. And not back to your second man.
You know how refreshing it was, bro. When we see Isaac Hayden get a pass back to the field, right? Facing him goal. And just swivel and make it the half turn, bro.
Yeah.
You know how refreshing it was to see the man make a diag, bro? You know how
Yeah,
refreshing it
just
was?
when you made a good pass over to him, you know.
Oh my god. You know how refreshing that
Me,
was?
the question one proposed to
Yeah.
because
Can we soon wrap it up, you know?
yeah,
Cause big
we have
pause.
football again in a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Me to give that Omar opportunity, them say them want come. Yeah, take them.
If they say them want to come, yeah. But if they don't come, October don't come. Don't come.
Says October when the door shut, yeah.
Yeah, me shut it off October. Cause where y'all come
Alright,
again for?
question.
Bro, in a November we
Suppose we get
basically
two.
qualify.
Suppose we get 2 points in October.
Well, I guess I know, cause that would have, but that guess what that would have shit for everything we say for the last year. Remember say me been a such a big qualify, you know. Remember say me there upon YouTube I say yo them man bro we are going yeah.
No, if we get 2 points, we still in a good position to qualify, you know. But the results have to go get in November.
Yeah. I
So
guess
is
I
it a
get
point then?
yeah. I guess me can't be a hypocrite, dog. Me can't be a hypocrite. But I don't think we'll be in
So
that
I
position.
don't know. Yeah, I think about it.
I don't think we'll be in that position, bro.
And then again, as we said, think about the starters that were absent in the last window. That's why we never put much stock into our performances. We go out and we get points we never concede. And that's a big deal.
Mhm.
Jamal Away proved me right.
Well, we can see the three times just the offside.
They will never concede.
Yeah.
Put them on their mind. Father, let somebody teach us about football,
Bro,
please.
I know what it means. Just I say.
Yeah.
Those are concerning, bro. Me I talk about a centimeter
The
offside.
fact, the fact, the fact, the fact that we have the Trinidad and forward in between the centre back, then to
Yeah,
ease get and turn, and then the thing I want just treat my idiot and go outside.
yeah,
So and even when you defend him,
yeah,
I even defend himself.
yeah.
Cause and them was just
Bro, go
his
score where
level defensive in a
yeah.
crazy work. That's the second goal. Boy.
Like the point I make is
Anyway,
we kept a clean sheet in the Trinidad and Tobago game,
yes.
but would you say that we defended well?
No, we never defend well in the Trinidad
Alright.
days.
Alright.
But to the point I'm trying to make is that we scored 6 goals. We kept we kept 2 clean sheets and we were missing. We counted Andre
Like
Blake
six to
starter,
seven.
Lamar Walker starter, Ethan Pinnock starter, Bobby Reed starter, Leon Bailey, Demar Gray starters. So that's at least 7 right there. So.
Amari Bell.
Starters. You get me understand? And for better or for worse, that's where they started so many games for this national team. Me
Hmm.
almost compelled to call him a starter too.
No, but he would have definitely played in these two games.
Exactly. So imagine missing a team with 6 or 7 or maybe even 8 starters. Cause Warner Brown, one could say, based on his most previous performances, would have been an automatic starter.
Mm.
You get me understand? And because of our suspension, maybe we never see him. So we have missed 8 starters and we scored 6 goals and we concede zero. We
That
scored
for
six
sure
goals
how
and we
easy the thing
concede.
be.
So Me not take too much stock. Next time in October, the team supposed to look completely different.
Yeah.
But I had them come and that team there with the whole heap and start of them.
Drop
Shit the
points.
best.
So what your opinion on it now? If them not coming in October, then what?
Boy, I'm so torn, but me I lean towards take them because of them youth. Had either of them been any older than they are, then it would have been a hard no for me. Because I'm thinking we just need to play them once. We just need to make them step on the field one at a time then. Because I already have my sights set on Saudi Arabia. I already have my sights set on Spain, Morocco, and Portugal. Because I don't know if I get to go to USA, you know.
Hmm.
Which I don't know, I have my mind and my heart set on it. Who knows? Still I manifest it, but day by day, it look more and more unrealistic. You get me, I say?
Yeah.
So maybe I can find myself. I go Morocco. Cause me and wife always say want go Morocco, so it would have been perfect if we go Morocco to watch World Cup. And if we have the likes of Kadamatori and Kara Anderson, you get me as a Lemby Kisa, we are dead if we in that World Cup, bro. I Omar Hutchinson for sure, you get me as a possibly amazing Green at that point.
Yeah.
Me happy just,
Bro,
tuck tail
it a
some.
get to a disrespectful point, But I guess it is not the fans can have pride, the players can have pride. I think it's not for the JFF to necessarily
Half right.
have pride in terms of the players that they
Yeah.
select or be malicious against players because or whatever. It's just bro, from a fan perspective, my opinion is just bro, what more do you need to see? Like you're actually taking the piss right now.
Yeah, them at the piss for
You know
real.
what I mean? Like what more do you need? You see the group we get. You should have come from just the group we get. You should have come from that alone.
Them
See
a
it?
fuck this team.
You should have just
Because,
come play Gold Cup. You should have just come. But alright, you never come. Cool.
man,
We play 2 game without 7 starter against Bermuda and Trinidad and Tobago. We beat them, score 6 goals, not concede none. And you still not coming in October?
yeah.
Nobody come, big man. Nobody come, bro. We're good without you. And my
But,
thing
but
is
my thing is,
we are making it to the
well,
World Cup with
Omar
or without
Hutchinson
them.
is a weak man. But yeah, you are talking about the World Cup, I'm not talking about the World Cup.
I just that no. I just that and
Yeah.
then can do anything after the World. Bro, as me say, I understand your point. I don't want them to come 'cause as much as me I say all of this. If they don't play none of the qualifiers and then come for the World Cup, guess who are still out there cheer?
Not me. Me
What you
not
mean not
cheer.
me?
Me not cheer.
What you
If
mean?
them not complain, me say, if them,
Bro,
me
all
put
Messi
some
agreed
words.
with need for do a back of bracing at the first game of the World Cup, bro. We are talk about.
So if you score great in the first game of the World Cup, well, that thing, I will win the match, we get 3 points. Well,
Talk to me, bro. What you talking about? We still a cheer. We still a say, come in, Greenwood. But my thing is just that I get to an
I
embarrassing point,
mean,
bro.
I
Like, who
thought
this
you
man
know,
think him be?
them. My father said the other day, my father said, yeah, but I take them, man. You I take them and capture them, and then we World Cup qualifying. None of them not get called. When the World Cup team come around, none of them not get called.
Yeah.
That my father said when I do, I said that dark,
Father's a
that
cool man
dark,
sometimes, Tim. Not
that
tell you no
dark,
lie.
that dark. But man say, yo, watch it up. Call them up. Play them in November versus Curacao. Yeah, man, qualify for World Cup and give them the champagne and pop and everybody. And then now, in a May when we submit team now. Yeah, man, no Greenwood and no Hutchinson.
But my thing is, bro, it
Mark Flemings,
guess
I
what?
bet
So
you.
it passed the point where they could have made a statement. Like, come play Gold Cup, yeah, make a statement. Say, all right, I'm here, I'm committed. I see that we have an opportunity and we're going to take it.
At this point, we know to them are organized now, at this
At this
point.
point, we know you're wagonist, bro. And that's the
Yeah.
point me I try to tell you. You're coming in November now. We know so you just come for each a right for God the World Cup, bro. We know. Alright, you couldn't beat him for the Gold Cup. Me I talk about Greenwood, 'cause I never get him things sorted out until him
Yeah.
only did eligible for the first window. We're just gone. Hutchinson, bro, if you're coming in November, bro, you're just a wagonist, fam.
No, we know so Hutchinson me I try to find a PG word to call him now. Uh, but, but we know, but at the same time, bro, sometimes you have to just hold it down and just say, you want Hutchinson, just wait, man. Yeah, man, you play 60 games this is Jamaica whether you like it or not.
Too vengeful, bro.
So,
All your father now say, yo, don't call him and just don't captain him and don't say them go World Cup. That
this World Cup, don't get me wrong, the next World Cup, they're going to be the poster boy. Yeah, man, no hard feelings. Just call them and say, yo, so we're going to reward the man there when it's there after this. So we're
yeah,
not winning the World Cup. Next World Cup, we're trying to win the World Cup.
yeah.
So we're left on standby. If we don't want to travel with the team, we can buy a ticket and fall.
All of that can
We
say
pay.
no. All of that can
Yeah.
say from a fan's perspective. But then when you look upon a coach, you know say, if him got the World Cup and get beer 5 and 6s, him job gone. You can't then tell him say, hey, don't take the best way up out there. No. You can't tell him that under any circumstance. You can't tell the JFF say, yo, don't continue to pursue everybody, knowing that if we embarrass ourselves, I them gonna get the blame. Them just gonna try to get the quality regardless of how the players come, regardless of the story. Them gonna try to get the best them can possibly get, bro. Because them understand say it's a results business. Them understand say if it don't go for them way, I them back out the door. You get me? I say so. I understand it from all angles, but me just have to be honest to myself, bro. Me not gonna lose no sleep if them not come October. Me not gonna lose no sleep if them not come November, bro. You see
But
me?
what Omar is now wait for that one. Messi Greenwood still believes that he can be one of the best players in the world. And me not care what man wants to say. If Mason Greenwood scores 6 Champions League goals and score 14 goals in a league, Mason Greenwood don't get called up for England.
No man, you not get called. Look what him do last year. He was the top goal scorer in the league, you know.
Me say if Mason Greenwood do it again and then dust out the Champions League, Mason Greenwood will play in England.
Bro, him not get called, bro. He not get called. Tuchel say, yo,
If
him not in him plans, bro. Him not get called.
Yeah, and if Mason Greenwood become the best forward in the world or one of the best forward in the world, they still think him now call him.
But think got too much media fallout. Too much fallout. And remember, they don't need Mason Greenwood to be a World Cup title challenger.
Yeah, them they need him, but that's why I'm saying Mason Greenwood become better than Saka, become better than man. Him have Madueke playing for the team. Not get Madueke have G.
And I'm
See, if he can
IG8. I
become,
can tell you that.
that's how different. That's a Monday conversation.
Yeah, that is
But
true.
But if you become in at the level of Eze them and Saka them yeah, man will get caught in not try win the World Cup. And I like me where my perspective is we not try win the World Cup. So if you this we know, figure me say me that or not, if this man a come in and this man a go World Cup and this man a score 6 or 7 goals for England, man, nobody cares. So that's why me
Bro, but
personally
it is
believe.
at the point right now where you would have said nobody cares, but them still not call him. It is at the
If
point now, you
Mason
know, bro.
Greenwood have a chance to play for England,
Eh?
I understand, it's very slim, but I understand why he have hope of still playing for England.
I
Because
guess. But guess what?
because
All right.
if him the scandal never surround him, him have England football quality right now as we speak.
We are of course.
Yeah, so him believes that maybe him still take that next step, him can force him way into the team. No pun intended. No pun intended.
Maybe
So
that's crazy. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. maybe I think that yes. Maybe I think say yo, then can't be so petty. Maybe I think
yeah,
there's no way I'm going to be the best forward in league and I want to be the best
yeah.
for I make Champions League team of the week
Good.
a couple times for the season.
And,
They
and,
don't call
and
me.
top ten in a Ballon d'Or.
Yeah,
So, but
yeah,
Omar Ortiz, me not get that. That one then add up to me.
yeah.
That one then match to me.
Yeah, play down in a championship and a pull commitment card from Jamaica. Who you think you be baller?
That one then match to me. One day, you know, say him can't play under 21 football, Japan.
I know that. I know that. Don't come. Although, me I said don't come like say if him don't come, we say go try and find next campaign again and it's whatever.
But me I say, bro, the more you wait, the less likely you are to play here. And the less time you get to score with the international, but the less World Cup I get the chance to go.
Yeah, yeah.
Cadamatari get, bro, Cadamatari play for England, play with some of my friends them on that time them. And he must say, alright boys, it was good. I'm gonna put on the England shirt. No more time to play some real international football. My
Yeah.
Cadamatari could have gone about 7 goals already in the dog. Cadamatari could have played 20 matches already and gone about 7 goals already.
That's true.
Think about
Oh,
for this
yeah, I
national
agree.
team.
I agree. I just say him fair look pan being leading goal scorer or whatever with the quality we him have and with just him ability for bro. I'm so impressed with that. Well, with that centre forward, bro.
Mm-hmm.
20
The
years
man
old.
could have,
The
man
ability for
could
just
have,
find space, the ability for just be quick on him feet, think outsmart defenders, create space for himself. Look like say, 'cause remember you know, the goal them were missing now. And because him take the straightforward shot and keep on the keeper, you know.
yeah.
The goal them were missing.
The
That's
man
why
try.
I wasn't
Yeah.
complaining in the first
The
game. For
man
me, I say,
try
all
very,
right,
very bad.
unlucky, bro. The man I try pull it back near post, lick the post. All right, cool.
Yeah.
You see, but the first one, all right, him scuff it and get it in the keepers and fine. But
Yeah.
sometimes I try things, bro, and then it just not come off. It's just luck. But then you see the goal them take against Trinidad and Tobago, you say, wow, all right, cool. That are just composure, bro. That are just a really good footballer knowing that they're good and just driving past the defenders, kick it near post.
Mm.
You see me? You just it's almost like watching the game and know same goal like come. Watching the first game. And obviously we were playing against Trinidad and Tobago and Bermuda. Really and truly him should have a hat trick in the first game and a brace in the second. But we're
Yeah.
talking about the quality of the teams. Bro, if we and we did say something else to somebody, I'm probably I will go against it right now. But if I think about it, bro, if we had our seven starters, you think we'd have win them game by much more than we did?
I mean,
I don't know. I don't think so.
inference would imply that be the case, right?
Bro, you know, see, we're going to some place and give them one love and 2-1. Some Suriname where they say obviously good team, but you know, see Cuba come away and come draw with it.
Yeah.
Like, member
But
good, bro.
we can't see if we didn't have a
Yeah.
Bobby Reed now, we'd have a Demar Gray in our team, we'd have a Ethan Pinnock in our team, if we have a Amar Bell in our team, Andre Blake wouldn't make much of a difference. The reason I'm saying Ethan Pinnock is because every single corner we put in the box gets breath.
Yeah.
Gets Bermuda, we get the head pan. Every single one of them.
Yeah.
So that's what make mention Ethan Pinnock is a big thing. Obviously, Amar Bell will keep it going forward.
Attacking. Yeah.
So if we did have them five players, bro, most of them seven are eight.
Dog, you don't want things to do. You don't really want things to do. More want things to do, you know. But bro, me I watch that team here too long. I've been a reggae boy fan for too long. Me know say we alright. Curacao would probably get 3 love. Cool, no problem. Trinidad I get no Bermuda I mean. Bermuda I probably get 3 love. Trinidad now get more than 4 same way, bro. I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you. That Liam Bailey's gonna miss chance same way. Them are gonna be frustrating same way. Like we've seen this story before, bro. You see me? Hopefully them coming in October and prove me wrong. And fortunately, this not a month away. I feel like international window come back around so fast. But me I get hungry now. I feel like my chat for all evening. You see me? Me I make people obviously make the announcement 2 days ago, but October will be this other sports TV month long live. We'll be live every single day on this other sports TV. Sometime for 20 minutes, sometime for 2 hours.
Every single day.
Yeah, bro, me I gonna try it, dog. And even if I ever come down, even if I ever come up here, come sit down so and just look on the camera, me I do it. Month long live, every single day. Sometimes it will be in the morning when we have a time, sometimes it will be in the night, sometimes in the evening. Just so I can make sure so we commit to that. So look out for that. On Mondays we have the Bandwagon podcast, making its debut on Instagram, on YouTube. Look out for that. We have obviously I am there, Joe Mar is there, Lee J Williams is there.
Show me face now, bro.
Why not? When I see boy, I already posted say he's a co-host. I don't know what you're talking about.
And give them an update. No, I mean like show me face and nobody phone calls, man. People they miss.
No, that one
It's
here you
like
could even show your face
that.
if you want, you know, cause me have a different production thing going. If you realize the thing smooth, if you realize, you see me, I have a little thing
Yeah.
going right there. So you could show your face all if you try. Right now, where you're depending right now is actually the setup for have Collins into the show now.
Me I test subject.
Yeah, it's just that I'm actual number connected to it, so we couldn't put it out tonight. But we are gonna sort that out. But yeah, people, as I was saying before, I was very rudely interrupted by my co-host.
People
Um,
want to tell face some more than them want to see my own now. Them want to see my ugly face. No character. You make it clear. And your face, they don't want to see. They don't want your face no more. Want to see my.
hey, people, it is very. Me tell him this the other day. It is very very important to have a woman who like you. Cause for this brother think him handsome is kind of crazy to me. That is just beyond me. You see me? It is just absolutely ridiculous. You see me? But hey, people, make sure you have a good woman will like you so them can tell you the lies like you're so handsome. You see me? You're the nicest guy ever. Yeah, you need that in your life. Cause see the man can come and say to big body rush now and tell him about ugly and anything there. How it reaches you.
Uh,
But anyways, Banagan Podcast, Monday, Instagram Live, on YouTube also. As I was saying, me, Joe Marley, J. Williams, Kimani O'Sullivan, Emil are gonna make a debut, and we're also going to have somebody we're gonna introduce to in the crowd, who is a Tottenham fan, the only Tottenham fan in Jamaica. Kimani O'Sullivan is the only Newcastle fan in Jamaica. Joe Mar and I are Arsenal fans. I think Lydia is also an Arsenal fan. I think me know. And Emil is a Man City fan.
yeah.
So we're gonna have EPL discussions. We're gonna talk about transfer. We're gonna talk the season. Because really and truly, there's no space in Jamaica for that, bro.
Don't say Emil is a Man City fan. Say Emil is a bandwagon.
Yeah,
Because
Emil is a
Man
bandwagon.
City
Yeah. And I really,
yeah.
Emil give me the inspiration for the show. Not really, but hey, me gonna use that. You get me? I say, come here, think, come here, say, yeah, wagon is. So people,
Yeah.
them people, we up on the wagon right now. We're gonna have really, really good discussions. And as I was saying, there is no space in the Jamaican sports YouTube or sports podcasting landscape where there is just EPL talk, where it's just anything outside of Reggae Boys football. As even so we are trying to create that. Obviously we know how the audience feet right here, so and if I post that if I go live on YouTube, I know we now have 5 people that talk about the Premier League. So we are trying do it on the social media first and then bring it over to YouTube. So for the few people interested in that, meet on Instagram live on Monday, somewhere around 8 or 9 o'clock. We're not gonna do it very long, between 30 to 30 minutes to an hour in the night, Monday night live. Check us out. Anything you want to say to the people before you go, my bro?
Just say we miss them. I say circumstances will have it that me not available most of the time. So Russia go and hold on the fort to get me a channel. And I'm money save anyway.
Yeah.
But it's
It,
fine.
it, later will be greater, my brother. Later will be greater. You see me, I work on a program where him actually I get for gas space. You see me in one of the next space mission them by NASA. You see me, so people very impressive things, but we can't say too much about it right now. But when he's back, you guys will be able to, second guts and all that. But for now, we're having on some callings. Him and show him face sometime. But brother, who get the opportunity for go space and turn it down? You see me, so me have to go and hold
Can't
practice
put
it.
it down.
You see me, so big up on yourself, people. We